you never know what's going to happen next.
They always are coming up with new stuff, new twists.
The craziest stuff happens on that show.
It keeps me laughing.
You're listening to Lead Pedal Radio, music for people behind the wheel.
How's everybody doing? Welcome to another edition of the Roadshow. Today we're going to be giving you a peek into the life of a truck driver. Dirty Hands, Clean Money. I'll tell you how that one came about. But let's get on with it. Let's go for a drive. Miles and miles. Here we go with the Thompsons. How's everybody doing today? Yeah, we are doing our Roadshow. So a big thank you to everybody for being on. We're going to talk about the hard-working men and women of the trucking industry. We're calling this one, we're theming it after the Road Hammers, Dirty Hands, Clean Money. Before we get into that, though, let me tell you a little bit about our one of our sponsors today. We got Bison Trucking. That is our sponsor for today's show, and they're looking for drivers out of their Calgary, Mississauga, and Winnipeg terminals. So if that's you, if you're an experienced driver or a team driver, check out bisondriving.com. Learn all about that. All right. Hey, let's, so our theme today is, I gotta get this right. Dirty Hands, Clean Money. Because if you do it the other way, it's clean. It's kind of political. Anyway, today's show is inspired by the Road Hammers. They just released a new single called Dirty Hands and Clean Money, and I thought it was a great idea for a show. Recently had Jason McCoy on the podcast to talk about it, and here's what he had to say about the song. Have you got a new album coming out? Is there a new album coming out now with the 20-year celebration?
Yeah, we got an EP. We've got a brand new single out, actually August 15. It's called Dirty Hands, Clean Money. Okay. And we've actually got a contest on right now where with the good folks at Traction Heavy Equipment Supply. So if you pre-save the single, you are automatically entered to win a $5,000 shopping spree with Traction, plus a private concert with the Road Hammers, which is pretty dang cool. So Traction, talk about the people who supply everybody with the tools to do the job they need to do. They are the center of the community, and it's a big point of pride for us to be aligned with them on this.
So you're doing a concert for one person, the winner? That seems a little...
Well, it's at that person's place of employment. So, a lot of people who are Road Hammer fans usually work, whether in the oil patch or they're working on heavy duty repair or whatever they're doing. But we'll go to their place of employment. Even if they're an accountant, we'll still go to their place of employment, gather a few people together and film it and have a good time.
I'll bring in some friends as employees that day, even if I win, because I really work.
You can buy friends, right? You just pay, a couple of bucks, you get some friends. But you go to the roadhammers.ca to enter, just pre-save the single. And we've got a second phase to this thing coming up as well. But there's a whole pile of great stuff in the works, and can't tell you everything, but it's stay tuned.
Dirty Hands, Clean Money. That's because they're hauling ass. Hey, welcome to the Roadshow. We're talking about the hard work that the men and women do that are driving down the road through music. That's how we're doing it. We've titled it Dirty Hands, Clean Money after the Road Hammers, as they've just put out a single that is called the same name. So I thought it was a great theme for a show. So that's why it's called that way. So, we've right now, there's so many things. When you say trucking to somebody, they go, oh my gosh, what? They think everybody drives a dry van, but there's livestock, there's tanker, there's all kinds of stuff, and the more work that's involved, people don't seem to understand this in the trucking industry. The more work that's involved, the better you get paid. The specialization is where it really gets fun and when you find your niche of what you like to do as a driver, that's when it really comes into play. And Bill Weaver, he was a truck driver. He was also a musician, and he loves flatbed. Of course, if you're not into flatbed, you might be into hauling tankers, because we also talked about that. Little tanker yanker. Oh yeah, right on down the road. Hey, here's the Roadshow. We're talking to Dirty Hands.
Well, I just got loaded out and bolted down the dome.
Little Bill Weaver there. He just passed away. Rest in peace, Mr. Bill. It's a good one here.
Roll on highway.
This one's the one that we all can understand as truck drivers.
Till you get back home. Roll on, family.
Hey, you know what? Today's show is also brought to you by RS2000 Tax Services. They specialize in the trucking and farming industries here in Ontario, Canada. So if you are truck driver or in farming, and you want to tax people that understand the industry, then RS2000 Tax is where I suggest you go. You can find them at rs2000tax.com. Make sure you tell them that we sent you. Hey, you know what? The thing about trucking is people think, oh, you're just sitting behind the wheel. People go on vacation. They go, oh, yeah, it's really easy. I think I'll just, I would be a good truck driver because they've done it once. I know I was talking to somebody the other day about this at a show where, they were bragging about how they used to be able to drive to Florida in 24 hours and all this stuff. And I said, that's not really trucking. That's not what you do. But there is a lot of time spent looking out of the windshield and all that kind of stuff. And you got to wonder what people do. But if you've ever driven anywhere far, you know how taxing trucking and driving can be, and it's not for the faint of heart. And there's a lot of miles for you to think. There's a lot of miles for you to do other stuff with, like, think about where else you might want to be. You miss a lot of things on the road because of family, and you're not just driving around aimlessly to the places you like to go. You're dispatched. You're told you need to go somewhere else. So it can be a really bad thing. But some of these songs might explain what we go through. Like, we're moving on. Oh, yeah, that's some great old ones right there. Just looking at the world through a windshield. I think I'm doing the same thing right here. Anyway, hey, you know what? The road is a great place. You see a lot of stuff. You get time to yourself and all that. But there are some problems with the road, like breaking down and delays and all that kind of stuff. So, Tony Justice talks about it when he found a broke down beer truck. Sometimes it's just the road that actually is the problem, like soft shoulders and dangerous curves. You never know when they're coming up.
Gotta watch those soft shoulders and dangerous curves.
Yeah, you gotta watch the road, but you also gotta watch the Smokies. Oh, yeah.
Down 75 or 85 or I-20 the other way. White night. No, sir. Wind up in the pokey with Smokey. I'm going to pull that old CD thing out by the wires.
Oh, yeah. There you go. A little white night for you. So, hey, thank you for listening. We've been showcasing the hard men and women in the industry through song. Dirty Hands, Clean Money, because that's what hardworking people are doing. Big thank you to the Roadhammers for that cool title and their song, for sure. And we're going to go out with one by Dwight Yoakam, and this one's called Truckin'.
This is the thing we cut last year, and this should take you on kind of a psychobilly journey.